We are now joined by Nosekeni Mandela. She is Mandla Mandela's wife, and she joins us now via our video link for more on this discussion. Nosekeni, thank you so much for your time this evening here on SABC News. And let me just say that you are also joined by Mandla Mandela's mother there, Nolusapo Mandela, and she's with you at the moment. And as a family, Nosekeni, maybe just take us through what you went through when you heard and received the news that Chief Mandla Mandela and the Flotilla had been intercepted and they had been detained.
I mean, for us as a family, it's been very, very difficult. It's a very challenging time, but we are trying to be very strong for my children, and we have to stay strong to ensure that he is returned to us safely. That is at the foremost. That is what we are constantly. That is what we are constantly on.
And Nosekeni, can you maybe just give us a bit of information when it comes to the last time you were in contact with Chief Mandla Mandela? You know, what did he say to you during your last conversation?
So we, as you know, that there was a threat of interception on the Tuesday already. They were surrounded by the Israeli naval vessels and smaller boats. And we thought that we were going to be intercepted on Tuesday. And we were up all night trying to get information and praying for their safety. And most of the participants on Alma then threw their phones overboard. So none of them had their phones. That was on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I managed to make contact with him, and he assured me that he was fine. 6 o'clock South African time was the last time that we had any direct communication with him. He did send me his last SOS video, and he asked me to make sure that it gets out. The interception was imminent, and that was the last I heard from him, was on Wednesday. So we are very, very worried about him, about his safety, and we are praying that he is returned to us.
And how are you feeling that, you know, they have been detained while on this very important mission? And I say very important, being that, you know, the people of Gaza are facing a humanitarian crisis here.
That's what drove him, is the fact that the people of Gaza is facing a humanitarian crisis. So they are being starved. They are facing a genocide right now, and there's no access to any basic food or any kind of medical supplies. Doctors and nurses are being killed for just caring for a nation that's in distress. So he felt obligated that he had to go on this mission, and we support him as a family. We support him wholeheartedly. But that doesn't change the fact that we are very scared right now. It's very difficult. You see the images, you hear what the government officials are saying. So we are very, very scared for his safety. And we just pray that he is returned to us.
Why is this cause so important to you, and why is it important to Mandla? I mean, you know, he has seen a lot of support from his family while he joins many activists, you know, across the seas to ensure that this aid does get to the people of Gaza. Why is it so important for you as a family, you know, to give him this support during this journey?
As a family, we stand against any kind of oppression or any kind of injustice. He works tirelessly within his community to provide them with basic necessities. It's not always possible as just a simple person. But even right here in our own community, we have blanket drives and food drives. And so this is nothing different. He's taking that same food that he would to our community, to neighboring communities, and he is is doing something that we all should, and we shouldn't stand by and allow these kinds of atrocities to continue.
And when it comes to, your hopes, now that you're saying that it has been, a day or so since you were last in contact with him, what are your hopes, should he, be then transported all the way to Europe? Because we've heard from the Israel army saying that, well, those who have been detained will then be taken through to Europe. What are your hopes for this whole process?
I think it's just to have confirmation that he is safe. If he is deported, obviously we will make sure that he gets home. I think our hope is just that he is safe and is returned to us and not kept in detention, because we do know that they can do those things.
All right. All right. And maybe would Mandla's mother like to say anything when it comes to, her son being detained?
Yes, we are devastated, and at the same time hoping and praying that, he comes back home safely. We are just faced with questions. My grandchildren are missing their dad. And, when they ask you, when is daddy coming home, you find yourself, looking for answers and not knowing what to tell them. So we are asking anyone that can assist, putting pressure on the Israelis to make sure that he comes back home safely.
And Mama, what does it mean to you that your son has undertaken this journey, particularly with the humanitarian crisis facing the people of Gaza?
Well, to me, it's like he's doing the good work, providing for the people, and then which we learned that from his grandfather, to always be caring for other people. And, to us, like Nosegen has just said it now, that, even with the community, we try to help the community. We give as much as we can, with the food parcel, with everything. And we wouldn't just sit and look at Gaza, the people being killed, the people being starved, the people not getting anything. So it's something that he wanted to do, I'm sure he's quite pleased where he is, that he has achieved to go this far. It's something that he wasn't forced to do. It's something that he really wanted to do.
I think he has a moral obligation to do this, and he's standing for his beliefs, and we have to support that as a family, and we cannot allow another child to die of hunger.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. That's Nosekeni Mandela. She is Mandla Mandela's wife, and that is also Nolusapo Mandela. She is the mother to Chief Mandla Mandela. Thank you so much for your time.